I am ready to assume my rightful position as the man who throws ordinary playing cards higher, harder, faster, and farther than anyone in the world. Thank you very much. I'd like to throw cards this evening, but unfortunately this theater is much too small. You know, I wrote a book about self-defense with ordinary playing cards in which I discussed the methods and reasons why one should always carry a deck of cards. First, they're inexpensive. Secondly, if you're good with them, you can make a small fortune before the actual attack. Third, there have been no recorded busts for carrying cards as a concealed weapon. But for those of you who prefer skill to verbiage, I will in fact throw one. Don't let these hit you. If they do, you'll want to sue me, and I'm not a wealthy man. I'm going to try to get one all the way back in the balcony. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. But I know what you're saying. Sure, this man can throw cards with incredible speed and accuracy, but can he throw a card and make it return back to his hand a simulacrum of the Australian boomerang? I know what you're saying. Sure, you can throw a card and catch it when it returns to your hand. But can you, upon that card's return, cut it neatly in half with a pair of giant scissors? Yes, I can. If anyone here has a pair of giants, does anyone here have a pair of giant scissors? I do. And I might add, I feel so much better now. Here's the way this works. I throw the card in the air. When it returns, I cut it neatly in half with it. I should point out, if you're attacked by a pair of giant scissors, you may throw a card at them, disabling them completely. But for those of you who prefer skill to verbiage, I will, in fact, well on my way to the luckiest night of my life. I know what you're saying. Sure, you can throw cards and cut them neatly in half upon their return, but can you defend yourself against plastic? If you're ever attacked by an animal band or a band of animals, fire. Yes. 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 Chapter 7, Self-Defense Against Plastics. This seemingly mild-mannered plastic duck once took a small portion of my anatomy home with him. I keep him around as a reminder of how difficult life on the road can be. If you're attacked by a plastic duck, I suggest 3 methods of self-defense. First, the stare. Next, the bold gesture. Not doable on television. Finally, fire at the duck. Yes! This is something I do early in my show because it dissuades would-be hecklers. I know what you're saying. Sure, you can defend yourself against plastic, but can you defend yourself against fruits? Ladies and gentlemen, I can, and many times I have. I will not waste your time this evening with kumquats, pears, or prunes. No, no, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the most prodigious of household fruits, you guessed it, the watermelon. Out of season and dreadfully expensive. Watch as I try to penetrate the juicy, rich red interior of said melon with a perfectly placed shot from an ordinary playing card. Yats! 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 Why is he still doing this? Yats! Ladies and gentlemen, please notice that my last 2 shots penetrated exactly the same slit in the watermelon. A feat so impressive, I am forced to mention it myself. But I know what you're saying. You're saying, sure, you're able to throw coins into the rich red interior of said melon. But can you penetrate the even thicker, pachydermatous outer melon layer? Of course not. Who could do that? But encouraged by your approbation, I will attempt to penetrate the even thicker pachydermatous outer melon layer. Watch, yes! This scares the melon. This wounds the melon. This ticks me off. My last card.